host, Ed Regine, and we got a tremendous show lined up for you tonight. Now, if you watched last episode, the last show, we did 10 of the funniest comics out there. Now, people go to this website and they vote on who they think would be the funniest comedian. So we presented that on our last show, and I promised you that on this show, we're going to do 10 of the unfunniest comedians. Yeah, so I have the list right here. So let's go. Here we go. Number 10, Yakov Smirnoff.
I love it.
Remember Yakov? Yeah. Now, there was speculation that he wasn't from Russia, but if you go to Wikipedia, it actually says that he was from Russia. So he did have some heat in the 80s. You know, he was pretty popular, and then all of a sudden he kind of drifted out of the sight of things and opened a room in Branson, and that's where he's performing now in Branson, Missouri. That's Yakov Smirnoff, number 10. Number 9, Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin, number 9. She was voted number 9. I think she should have been higher, but that's just my opinion. And if you have opinions out there, let us know. When you watch the show, let us know what you think. If you like the list, if you think it's right, if you think it's wrong, you think somebody should be higher or lower, let us know. I think what really hurt Kathy, her career was kind of, I don't know, moving around, not really going up, kind of sideways. And I think when she did the picture with the head that kind of looked like Donald Trump, I think that kind of did her in, and we really haven't heard much from her since. So, number 9, Kathy Griffin. Number 8, Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, no reaction there, huh? Well, Rosie, you know, she was Star Search. She did very well. She had a career, and she got political, and then she kind of drifted away from comedy, did some acting, and now I guess she's some sort of a political activist or something. I don't even know if she does stand-up anymore. So that's Rosie O'Donnell, number 8. Number 7, Carrot Top. Now, a lot of people like Carrot Top. I mean, you know, I've worked with him. I've seen his act. You know, it's different. It's unusual. But a lot of people voted, and he made it number 7. So I think the fact that he kind of went through some kind of physical alteration, let's put it that way, with his body and stuff, it kind of turned people off a little bit. I'm not sure. But anyways, he has a show here in Vegas, so he's doing okay. Number 7, Carrot Top. Number 6, Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Oh, really? No. Another non-reaction. Yeah, it's not the Tonight Show anymore. You know, if you go back to the days of Johnny Carson, David Letterman, even Jay Leno, that was kind of the Tonight Show. That was a late night show. Now it's become kind of a game show, goofy, whatever they come up with. And he just tries too hard. In my opinion, I think he just tries too hard. You know, he's laughing at everything, and he's like happy about everything, and it just doesn't come across. It seems, to me, now you might have a different opinion, but that's how I feel. Anyways, number 5, Larry the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy. He made number 5. Yeah, he was good for a while, you know, get her done, you know, that kind of thing. Kind of hooked on a little bit. And he had some success. He did a couple of, I guess, TV specials and so forth. Haven't heard too much from him lately. I guess he's out on the road with the, I don't know, what they call blue collar comics or whatever. So Larry the Cable Guy made number 5. Number 4, Sarah Silverman. You know her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this woman's shaking her head. She's going, ugh. Well, a lot of people get turned off by Sarah. You know, she's had a good career. She's still out there working, but I guess people just aren't crazy about her. She made number 4 on the list. It's not my list. This is from a website where people vote. They just vote. And it was over 22,000 votes on this. And she ended up as number 4, Sarah Silverman. Number 3, Dane Cook. I don't know if anybody remembers him.
Wow.
Remember Dane Cook? Yeah, Dane Cook got really hot in the 90s. He was the first comedian that took the internet and used it to his advantage, and he got all these followers, millions of followers. Somehow, I don't know how he did it. I didn't understand it back then. I still don't understand it. But he got all these followers, and they were following him everywhere, and he sold out stadiums and theaters, and he had a great run. But you don't hear too much from him lately. He did a couple of movies, not the best actor in the world either. I think that might have hurt him a little bit. Let's move on to number 2. It's upside down. Here we go. There he is. Pauly Shore. Oh. Number 2, Pauly Shore. Yeah. Well, hey, buddy. Yeah. That was Pauly. I think he has a club here, Wise Guys, who's got something to do with it here in Vegas. You don't see too much of him, you know. I know his mom had the Comedy Store and his dad, you know, maybe that progressed his career, helped him along a little bit. I'm not real sure. But would he have made it on his own? Who knows? But apparently people who voted didn't really care for him because he ended up as number 2. Number 1. Oh, my goodness. Number 1. You ready?
Yeah.
Amy Schumer.
Oh.
Amy Schumer made number 1, yeah. Yeah. I guess people just don't think she's funny. I know she's had success with TV and stuff like that. She's done a couple movies here and there. You know, she's done okay, and she's still doing pretty well, but not very popular in the top 10 list. So that's what's that?
I agree.
You agree? All right. How many agree that she should be number 1? All right, 3 people. Well, that's our top 10 list. That's our top 10 list for this show. Now, next show, we're going to have the funniest sitcoms of all time. Now, that list was so expansive that we had to cut it down. The best we could do, when they voted, everyone voted in, they did the top 20 because there was so many. So the first show we're going to do is 20 to 9, 20 to 11, and then the second show we'll do 10 to 1. So it'll be a 2-part thing. You'll have to watch both shows to get the whole 20, and that'll happen on our next show. So we want to thank you guys for coming out. We got a great show, and we'll be right back with our first comic. Yeah, right here on Always Funny in Vegas. In Vegas. I'm your host, Ed Regine, and it's my pleasure now to bring up our first comedian of the show. This guy is great. He works all over Las Vegas, and we're happy to have him here. Please give a warm, Always Funny in Vegas welcome to Mr. David Ryan.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
It's gone good.
Oh, man, I'm excited to be here, you guys. I've been going through some crazy things, like the world is just so cuckoo nowadays. I don't know what's going on out there. I came up with the idea, I want to be a conspiracy theorist one-uppist. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be the best. Let me explain. So I go on the internet and everybody's out there is like, oh my gosh, did you know that JFK was really killed by the CIA? Or, you know, things like, we didn't really go to the moon, everybody. Or the best one yet is Earth is flat. I'm like, the hell it is. It's a hot dog. It's crazy, man. People are just crazy nowadays. Like today, this morning I woke up, I went outside on my front porch to enjoy a cup of coffee with this beautiful morning that we had. My neighbor came outside and just ruined it. He was like, hey, that bush in your front yard is really offensive. You better take it away or I'm gonna call the HOA. I hate HOAs, you guys, because it's just a gaggle of Karens just waiting to complain about something. Like, really? I'm like, oh, my bush is offensive, so I pulled my pants up and went inside. Whatever. Man, it's hard in this world these days. The hardest thing is being single. I don't know if there's any single people out here, but man, But single is crazy, you know, and it's not for lack of trying. I put myself out there. I've been using all the top dating sites, you know, 23andMe, Ancestry.com. I don't know what's going on. Every time I go on a date, she's like, I feel like I've known you my whole life. See you at the reunion, right? It's crazy. No, but when I do finally meet someone and I go on a date, I'm always feel like I'm playing a game, essentially. Like, do you go over 45 or do you go under 45? You know, I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm leaning over 45, though, because I was at a bar recently, right? And this woman came and sat down right next to me, and she was absolutely gorgeous, 65 years old, and the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. So I started to buy her drinks, get her talking, you know. Next thing I know, she got a little crazy with me. She said, have you ever been with a mother and a daughter at the same time? And I was like, excuse me? I'm like, no, but let's start doing shots. Yeah, you know, you only live once, right? A couple shots in, she said, tonight's your lucky night. So I said, all right, I paid the bill. We left in a hurry. We got back to her house. She walked in, turned on the hall light and said, hey, Mom, are you up? That is not what I expected. But I'm not a slacker. I still played like a champion. We had fun. Yeah. Older women are the best. You are amazing. Yes. I mean, we were smacking lips, breaking hips. It got a little weird. Not gonna lie. But I went the other way too. I met this one girl on that Tinder site, and she shows up to the date, and she was so young, like really young. Not enough for Chris Hansen to be standing behind me, but she was young, in her early 20s. And she shows up. She has so much makeup on, her phone wouldn't even recognize her. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I couldn't understand a word she said. The language of these kids these days is just completely different. She walked in and she goes, "Oh my gosh, this place is so mid." And I don't know why everybody acting all sus, because my drip be busting, no cap. Yeah. I'm like, right, dude. What do you say to that? Oh my gosh. And because the world is so crazy, like this is one of the things I've learned. Every time I date a younger girl, I have to put something in her drink. It's usually a Viagra to make sure something doesn't pop up, because I don't swing that way. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm David Ryan.
David Ryan, come on, let's hear it. David Ryan. And we'll be back with lots more Always Funny in Vegas. We're going to talk to David when we come back, so don't go anywhere. David Ryan. And welcome back to Always Funny in Vegas. I'm your host, Ed Regine, and we got David Ryan sitting right here. David, great job. They love
thank you.
Man. They
thank
love
you.
Yeah.
Awesome
So,
time.
man, it's great to have you here. I called you up. I said, David, can you come do the show? And you're like, because you got this other thing going on, right?
Yeah.
And you said, well, I'll be there. I'll make it. So
Absolutely.
we're so happy you came.
Oh,
We're so
absolutely.
happy you made
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. This
Great,
is an amazing.
Great. Well, we're happy to have you, so everybody's happy. There you
Yeah.
go. So now this is like something that you just tried, right? Because you had a job, you were working.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you just wanted to try comedy. Is that how it happened?
In a way, I'd just gotten divorced, and it was really rough. Oh no, it's like way in the past now. I'm good. Comedy helps, but yeah, no, I got divorced, and I was like, I need something new in my life, a different focus, and so I tried it, and here I am.
It's working out, right?
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
That was 9 years ago now.
9 years. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So now you've been working all over Vegas, right?
All over Vegas.
All over Vegas. Yeah. And when you first started, right, did you think that you were going to be able to do this 9 years later?
Oh, no.
Or you just thought, yeah, I'll give it a shot and see what happens?
No, honestly, I'll be honest. The first time I ever took a stage, when I got off, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to quit. And it actually took a couple of friends and other people were like, no, you can't just one and done it. You give it a real go. And so I had the help from another comedian, Don Barnhart, who kind of like mentored me and got me going and stuff, helped me like cut the fat out of certain jokes.
Right,
and just
right, yeah.
The basic teachings and.
Right. Well, when you're telling the joke, less is more. If you can keep
Absolutely.
as many words as you can keep out and still get the point across, you're better
Yes.
off. And I remember though, if I may tell a quick story, I remember that happened to me. I got booked on this show and I wasn't ready for it, so I do the show and it was just awful.
Yeah.
So I went back to the home club and I said, guys, I'm done. And they're like, no, you're not. Get up there. So they threw me right back upstage, and the same stuff I had done that had died miserably, they were laughing.
Oh, wow.
So they said, see, it's not your fault, and that's what kept me going and made me keep going. You know?
Nice.
But
Yeah.
it can be frightening. You have that experience, and you're like, this is not for me. I can't do this.
Yeah, if you get no laughs whatsoever at all.
Well, I'm
like,
kind of
no
used
laughs.
to that. I'm kind of used to that. Doesn't faze me anymore. So now you have this other thing. You want to talk about the other thing, or you? Because you're an important guy. I mean, you keep electricity going.
Yeah, I work in power and stuff like that for the power and everything, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that's you got to be careful. That's a shocking business. You have to. Come on.
It can be a little electrifying, not gonna lie. But no, it's...
You have to be wired to do that job.
Yeah.
Hey. So
I had a bright future in it, though,
you want to get the last one in, don't you? All right, I'll let you have the last one.
Thank you.
Because you're a guest.
All right.
All right, so you're working all over now. You're doing comedy. You still got the job.
Yep.
Is any thought in your mind that you might just say, the heck with it, I'm going to be a full-fledged 100% comic?
Well, honestly, that's the whole
the goal?
Yeah,
That's the
the goal. The goal is to like quit doing my day job and just do comedy full time. I just, I really loved it. The first time I ever took a stage and when I first found myself, like who I am on stage, and I just destroyed and got so many laughs. it was like it was very addictive. Like now I just got to search for that and search for that and just try to find that same high of like, oh my gosh, these people really do like me. They like me. So
it is an addiction.
Yeah,
it is an addiction.
It is.
If you get on stage and you get that laugh and you get that adrenaline and you get that whole thing going, you want that. You want it like someone wants drugs.
Yeah,
you know, you got to have it. I got to go.
kids want to laugh. Huh? Meet me in the alley.
But it's true,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Oh, no,
Once
my
you
gosh.
get that laugh, you know, that's it. You're done.
It's like being accepted into the cool kids club. Like it's just like, you go, and especially afterwards, you do so good and you happen to be the best comedian that night and everybody wants to meet you afterwards. That's my absolute high. Oh, yes.
What does that feel like?
I love meeting everybody, taking pictures, answering questions. And the most common question is, to me, is like, are you that same guy on stage in real life? Yeah. Always.
Some people are and some aren't.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
very true.
Rodney Dangerfield was exactly off stage like he was on.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal, exact opposite of what he was on stage.
Really?
I worked with
Billy?
Billy, and after it was over, he was so calm and quiet, and he just shook my hand. Very funny.
Wow,
And that was
never
it.
would have
None of
expected that from
You
Billy.
were marvelous. None of that.
Wow.
None of that. No Muhammad Ali, no Howard Cosell, none of
Yeah.
that. Just very, very calm and quiet.
Oh, wow.
Where Rodney was, hey, I'll tell you, I gotta tell you. And that's how he was off stage.
Yeah.
So you never know what. I say that in my show. You know, when I do a full show, like an hour show, I just say, you know me as a comedian now, but you don't know me as a person.
Right.
You know, so that's how it works. You never
Yeah.
know
Well,
what's behind the facade.
Sometimes you got to keep things behind the curtain. You don't want anybody to know everything.
Yeah, like the wizard behind the curtain.
There you go.
All right, so where can we see you coming up?
Coming up, I'll be in June. I'll be at Delirious Comedy Club at Hennessy's on Fremont Street.
Down in
Yeah.
Fremont. That's not. Yeah, I heard that's a great place.
It's an awesome club.
Oh, you got to come check David out, right? Yeah. All right, one more time for David Ryan. Come on. Good job, buddy. Thank you so much. Go anywhere. Are we ready? And welcome back to Always Funny in Vegas. I'm your host, Ed Regine, and one more time for David Ryan. Wasn't he great? And now it's my pleasure to bring up a young lady that is the talk of the town. She's so funny, and everybody keeps talking about her. You got to get her on the show. She's hilarious, and I tried, and finally she said, yes, I'll do it. I'll come and do it. And she's here today, and she's all over Vegas, working everywhere. Wise guy. I mean, you name the club, she's there, and she's great, and she's fabulous, and we're happy to have her here. So please, a big, always funny in Vegas welcome for Miss Mary Upchurch.
Everybody, this is great. I'm happy to be anywhere, to tell you the truth. No, I work from home in my day job, and I've been working from home for like the last 4.5 years. People think it's so great. They're like, oh, you're so lucky. I'm like, it's not that great. Like, it started out good. It started out so good. It was like, I don't have to drive anywhere. I don't have to wear pants. Like, I finally knew what it was like to be the prettiest girl in the office. I'm also the smartest, and I'm the office bitch. I finally figured out who was stealing my lunch. It went downhill from there, though. It went downhill so fast because I was sitting all day long. And they say sitting is the new smoking. I'm up to a pack a day now. It's pretty bad. No, I had to buy new work clothes. It was just compression socks. Because stuff is swelling, but not in the good places, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I could hurt so bad from just like sitting all day long, literally doing nothing. Just leaning over and jiggling my mouse so Microsoft Teams stays green. Oh, do you know that trick? She's like, I keep my mouse on a Roomba. That's also how I get my steps. But yeah, I hurt now. I'm falling apart. I feel like everything hurts, you know? My neck, my joints. This morning, I had to use my back massager to massage my back. Did you know that's what they're for? At least I can write it off on my taxes as a work expense working from home. But being at home for 4.5 years, it wasn't too bad. It's just that I'm still single. And I try to be optimistic. I look for opportunities everywhere I go. Not in here. But I got pulled over yesterday, and the cop came to my door, and he was like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I was like, "Yeah. It's because we're meant to be together." And then he just kept flirting with me, and he was like, "Let me see your license and registration." I was like, "Why? You want to know where I live?" "Because it's close to here." And then he just kept playing hard to get, and he was like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I was like, "Whoa, I'll slow down if you want." Never been accused of that before. Like, why are you so obsessed with me anyway, officer? Jeez. And then he was like, "Here, be here, June 19th. And I was like, "It's a date." At the courthouse. I already have my dress. And then he called for backup, and I was like, "It's a little soon to meet all your friends, but okay." He asked me to step out of the car. He didn't ask for a twirl, but I gave him one anyway. So I'd say we're getting really serious. Thank you so much. My name is Mary Upchurch.
Mary Upchurch! So funny, so funny. Mary Upchurch, come on! Let her go! Mary Upchurch, come on! Well, folks, before we break, I just want you to know that this is a new YouTube channel that we have going up. It's called Always Funny in Vegas. And we need you out there to subscribe because we're going to have all these top 10 lists. We're going to have other stuff happening. There's going to be a lot going on here. So subscribe to the channel and tell all your friends about it because it's going to get big and big and bigger. And we want you to be a part of it. So remember that. Now, we'll be right back in a couple of minutes, and we're going to talk to Mary Upchurch right here on Always Funny in Vegas. Yes! And welcome back to Always Funny in Vegas. I'm here with Mary Upchurch. One time for Mary. Isn't she hysterical? So happy to have you here. I'm trying to get you here, and you're like, "Oh, I work from home. I'm busy. Yeah, I want to do it." But and then finally you said, "Ed, I can do it." I'm like, "Okay, great." So I'm so excited.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure.
So, what kind of work do you do at home? What does that all
Well,
about?
I'm a trainer. I'm a corporate trainer from home. I work in the finance industry, and I've been doing that from home for like about 4.5 years now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but at home.
At home
for
4.5 years. Is that due to COVID?
Yeah, like kind of little changes.
Yeah, not bad. And how long have you been doing comedy now?
Gosh, I think I'm at my 10 years this summer.
Wow, good for you. Yeah, because you're all over the place. I mean, I hear your name all the time, and I got to see you at Wise Guys, and you were hysterical. I said, I got to get her on the show, you know? So, I asked David the same question. Is there a point in time where you think you're going to do this full time and not work anymore?
You know, that's a good question, but I was thinking about it recently. I'm closer to retirement than I am to in my job. I've been there 20 years, so it's like if I quit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm 40. I'll be 46 next month.
Wow. Now there's a woman with courage and a woman who's got self-respect and cares about her, because she'll tell you how old she is. How much do you weigh?
Just none of that. Oops.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
200. No, so I think about that a lot, and I'm like, well, I'll quit my job when I have to. So I make it all work together. Is comedy, my day job. I travel a lot. So when I can't work a day job anymore, I think I'll know.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Do you do a lot of road work as well?
I do a little bit. I do a little bit, maybe once or twice a month. I just got back from San Diego, and I'm headed to Phoenix this week.
How's that? How was San Diego?
Oh, I love it. I'm originally from there, so it's nice to kind of go back to my hometown, and sometimes friends and family can come see me perform.
Oh, that's great.
I perform at a great little club called Mic Drop there, and it's nice.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. So what brought you to Vegas?
Comedy. I wanted to do
comedy.
more. Yeah. I had started coming here, doing a little bit, and I was like, gosh, I really like the scene here. There's opportunities. You can, have a great show on a Monday night or a Tuesday. And in Phoenix, you got to wait till maybe Thursday or Friday. So just more opportunity and people like you.
What about me?
Legends.
Yeah, right. Legend and where. No, but that's really true. Yeah, I lived in LA for 22 years, and I did a lot of acting and comedy. But it was time for a change because LA just got crazy, and it just got too much with all the taxes, the traffic. I don't want to go into it.
Yeah.
So my wife said she works with Cedars-Sinai in California, but they would let her work from home anywhere. And Nevada was one of the states that they would allow her to work. So she said, "What do you think?" I said, "Let's do it. I want to try Vegas," and it's been great.
I love it here.
Yeah, I like it.
I've been here 1 year.
Yeah, it'll be. It just was 2 years.
Oh,
for
okay.
Me.
You
2 years
win.
last April. Yeah. But I like it. And there's a lot. You're right. There's a lot of comedy around.
I saw Carrot Top when I was leaving the airport on Sunday. He was walking in, and I was like, "It's Carrot Top!" I was so excited. You see all sorts of
You
people.
can't see that everywhere.
No.
Do you think he deserved to be on the unfunniest list?
No, I don't think he deserves. He's working more than me.
I know, but
all of those comics are working
But
more than me.
that's the way they voted.
Oh man,
That's the way they voted.
I was in the back going. No, I think he's very funny. And,
I was surprised. I was surprised when I.
Well, Carrot Top, I didn't vote in that. I think you're great, and please, I'd love to open for you at
It's
the
a website called the Top 10, and they do top 10s of everything. So they had funniest, unfunniest, and that was the list, and that's what over 22,000 people voted, and he came in on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It is so hard. I think I'm sensitive because, we work so hard, and to get criticism, it hurts because this is my passion, and I wrote this with my heart, and then someone's like, "You're not funny," and it's like, "What are you doing? You're just in your mom's basement. Shut up. Voting on the top 10 list. You feel good?" Sorry, don't attack me, internet people. I try to be nice.
I think you'll make our top 10 of the funniest.
I hope so.
I think you will. All right, so
Thank you.
So thank you for coming. I want you to tell these nice folks where they can see you if they want to see more of you.
Well, yeah. Go to my website, maryupchurchcomedy.com. I'm headed to Phoenix next week. I'm doing shows all around Vegas, and I think I'm going to Chattanooga this year, and
wow.
Sacramento. So, there's always a fun time.
All right, I'm going to get a groan on this. Are you going to be on the Choo Choo?
Oh, yeah, that's the club is right next to the
Chattanooga
Choo
Choo Choo. Come on!
Yeah. And my last name is Upchurch, and as a child, they used to go my parents used to call me Baby Choo Choo. Hey, Choo Choo.
That's so cute. I like that.
I know. I can't believe I shared that
I
with
like
you.
that.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
you.
coming. And I want to plug our website. It's not a website, it's a YouTube channel, Always Funny in Vegas. Go there, subscribe, watch all the shows, watch Mary, you'll see it all. And David will be there, and all the shows that we've done before. And there'll be the top 10 list there for him. We're going to be doing a lot more of that. So come and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Always Funny in Vegas. And go check out Mary. Check out her website. She's very funny. You need to go see her live. She's a hoot, hysterical, and we love her for coming. And thank you so much. And one more time.
Thank you. I know. So good.
I know, right?